Hey guys, what's up? My name is Anthony, and welcome to another edition of B&A Sports Talk. And today, what I want to talk about is our wide receiver core, the current state of the Giants wide receiver core. We're going to have the whole offseason, talk about Dalvin Tomlinson, Leonard Williams, and should we sign Ryan Connolly? I want to mention that. Ryan Connolly would be a pretty good addition. Second year coming off his ACL. We'll continue to talk about everything. There's so many things. There's so many swirling things, but I want to talk about our current wide receiver core. And the current cap that we could move to get a guy like Kenny Golladay, the best wide receiver left in free agency. Allen Robinson got franchise tag, but he hasn't signed the franchise tag tenure yet. So let's go through it. So the current wide receivers that we have, we cut Golden Tate, so we have Sterling Shepard, Darius. I'm forgetting everyone's name, but we have Dante Pettis, we have Darius Slayton, we have now Justin Ross that we just signed. We have C.J. Board we just signed to a 1-year deal, and also you want to get down to the depth. I think still technically Benjamin Victor and Derek Dillon. So that's pretty much the current state of our wide receivers. And I think Alex Bachman as well. I think we signed him to a for future reserves contract. So the current state of our wide receiver core, we're fast. We have a lot of speed. And I think it's perfectly set up for a Giants to have a Kyle Pitts fall down to us. And if he doesn't fall, get somebody else. That's what I'm currently thinking about right now, because what do we not have right now? We have all the speed. Darius Slayton and Justin Ross are known to have limited route trees, especially Justin Ross not known to stay on the field that much. That we want you want a basketball team pretty much out of your wide receivers. You want everything. You want a big body guys to be able to box out. That's pretty much the guy that we're missing. And that could either be Kenny Golladay or it can be Kyle Pitts. Either or. Evan Ingram is fast. Everyone runs a 4.2 or 4.3. Even Saquon Barkley ran like a 4.3. So right now we have a lot of speed, but not a lot of height, if that makes any sense. I guess it does make sense because I just mentioned height. It's not like I mentioned something abstract. It's height. We don't really have that much of it. Kenny Golladay, big. I think he's like 6'4", big frame guy. And that's kind of where I'm thinking at right now, because I kind of think Jalen Waddle, this is my thoughts right now. We're going to look back and be like, Anthony was stupid. Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith, they're like 6 foot, 5'10", 6'1" guys. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to jump up and get 50-50 balls. That's what I think what's missing from a wide receiver core. And to get Kenny Golladay, right now we have $13 million with Nate Solder and then the Leonard Williams deals going through, the restructuring, everything. We're going to have around $13 million. The draft, you need around $10, $11, $12 million to sign everybody. So that means we have $3 million to kind of spend and work around. But you also want to try to make some in-season deals, maybe some lower-level contract guys like Ryan Connolly, by the way. But you want to sign some lower-level guys and make some of those like smarter deals. Get guys on the cheap, kind of fill out your roster. But I think we have pretty much good depth. I mean, you have Cam Brown, you have as our third, fourth option. We still could sign Kyle Van Noy, but going back to the Kenny Golladay thing. Maybe extend Jabril Peppers to another year. That could save another $3 million. Cut Evan Ingram or trade him. That could save $9 million. The best case scenario is we cut Ingram and then Pitts falls to us. But we don't know if Pitts is going to fall to us. And if he doesn't, who do we have? We have Toy Lolo and Caden Smith. That's it. And so that's a big risk we have to take. But the thing is, if Kyle Pitts falls down to us, we can just cut Evan Ingram after the draft. That is at least a little bit of riding on the ceiling. But we also cut Riley Dixon, sign a cheaper punter. We can also cut lower-level guys. I don't think we're going to cut Lorenzo Carter, but we can cut a few guys. And I think we can save realistically up to another $10 to $12 million, meaning Kenny Golladay would have to be willing to sign for $13 to $15 million. But the thing is, we're playing with a lot of there's the people making a fire here. But we're playing with a lot of money here as far as some other teams. And, we're in a bidding war with the Dolphins, and we don't have a lot of money. Now, people are making fun of Dave Gettleman. Now everyone's praising him. Things work out. Let's wait. Let's see. I took a look at the Giants cap space. Guess how many players we have signed in 2024, which is 3 years from now? 0. We have nobody signed that far. In 3 years, we have $177 million in cap space, which is the top 5 in the NFL. So we don't have these guys extended to long-term deals. That means you have to pay a little bit more upfront for these guys. But I'm telling you, the Giants are a talented team. Take a look at the New York Giants. Just take a look at us. And I just checked the time on the video. I'm like, oh, it's actually not that long of a time, so we can keep on talking. Take a look at our roster. Leonard Williams. Blake Martinez, I think, is a little bit overrated for how he did last season. But Dexter Lawrence. And our like fifth best defensive tackle is R.J. McIntosh, which is what a bunch of teams would love. Our cornerback's James Bradbury. Then you also have Isaac Yiadom, who fills that pretty well. The CB2 spot, I'm not going to brag to anybody about. I'm not going to brag to my friends about. But, we have some decent spots. So Julian Love is a decent safety, cornerback, and safety, too. And then we also have Jabril Peppers, a good strong safety. Logan Ryan, who's really like the leader of this defense. And don't forget about Xavier McKinney. Don't forget about him. And then for our offense, again, we get a Kenny Golladay. Then that glaring hole is the offensive line. So we're either going to get Kenny Golladay, go offensive line in the first round. Elijah Vera Tucker, I wouldn't mind Elijah Vera Tucker at number 11. And then all of a sudden you take a look at the offensive line. Andrew Thomas, Elijah Vera Tucker, Nick Gates. Maybe even get another center for depth later in the draft. Then you have the right guard, Will Hernandez. Shane Lemieux as a backup. And then Matt Parrott and Nate Solder. I mean, you're taking a look at a pretty good team. Then Graham Gano, usually after the first year of after a really good kicking year, the guy progresses a decent bit. Hopefully that doesn't happen with him. But the Giants have a good roster going here. We're talented, and now last year's draft we filled out a lot of depth. The Carter Coughlins of the world, again the Shane Lemieux, and we also got the first 2 picks were the key. You have to nail the first 2 picks in the draft. If you nail the first 2 picks in the draft, you're going to end up all right. And I feel like we did that. We could have done better. Probably could have gotten a Tristan Wirfs and an Antoine Winfield like the Buccaneers did. But I'm rolling with Andrew Thomas and Antoine Winfield. And I think that Kenny Golladay may be the missing piece. I think we should go in on him. I think the maximum price I'd be willing to go is 14. People say, backloading contracts you don't want to do, especially Dave Gettleman. We don't backload contracts because we're good. We're good in 2023, which is, I'm checking my watch. That's 2 years from now. So, it is 2 years. I think I made a little bit of error earlier in the video, but we don't have guys tied up to long-term contracts. We don't. And, this year, Dave Gettleman wants to go in. Let's roll with the same guys. People say, all of a sudden they want to bring in guys and everyone because they think they're going to be better. But there's a reason why they're not in their current team. There's a reason why. Because the film people and the scouts saw something wrong with them that they didn't want to retain them. We're asking for too much money or whatever. I'm rolling with my guys. Let's go New York Giants. And, those kind of my hopefully nothing crazy happens now until then. We don't really have a lot of cap space. But those are my thoughts right now. People are praising the Jets. People are praising everything. We're blaming Dave Gettleman. Trust the process here a little bit. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me know what you guys think. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.